Now, some of these ships have multiple. You look to the left in the Oculus Rift, you can see multiple seats. Now, will you have like a crew eventually in this game that will help you do different tasks on the ship?
So when we ship the game on 16th of December, no. But over time, going forward, we do plan to add these features where you'll be able to get another player. So the smallest one, I think, is the Cobra, which has 2 seats. Then the bigger ones, like the Anaconda, and the Type 9 have 3 seats, where those could be other players, helping with the weapons, working the ship systems. We also have planned long-term the ability to go down to the surfaces of planets, drive buggies around, even get out and walk around your ship. And so we've got a plan for how we sort of flesh out the game going forward, and that's exciting too.
So what's it been like working with Oculus Rift and developing the game to basically have the full immersive experience?
It's been amazing, and one of those things where you sort of designs on paper versus designs, it's such a visceral experience looking around your cockpit. It makes it feel so much more real. It makes you feel that you're in a spaceship. And so I think that has been great fun. Also, the progress with the Oculus Rift has been great. I mean, the original one that I mentioned back in December 2013, that was something that they called DK1. A development kit 1. I mean, it's still a piece of development kit. So DK2 came out this summer, and it's a lot better. Essentially, it's 1080p rendering. It's really good, and it's got head motion tracking, which adds such a lot. So I think we've supported these things as they've come out, and it's been very additive to the game, and it's a wonderful experience.
So let's talk about Kickstarter for a second. You've been in the industry for a long time. How have you seen Kickstarter come in and make a huge impact on the gaming industry?
Yes, I think the effect of Kickstarter is it's enabled the sorts of games that wouldn't otherwise have been made. I think that's the key thing. But also, it's wonderful to be able to engage with people on a direct level. I think Kickstarter has been interesting in so many ways. Developing in public, I think we were understandably slightly concerned, how that's going to work, but it's worked out really, really well. And it's meant that we've been able to make this game, which I think we otherwise wouldn't have been able to make. But also we've been able to make it a lot better. I mean, one of the things that I think we didn't really factor is a lot of almost, I don't know what you call it, morale, I suppose is the best name for it, where people on the team who are working on a specific part of the game, that work, they'll see it on YouTube and commenting about it only a few days later after they've been working on it. That turnaround is really short. When you're working with a publisher, that turnaround is often as much as a year. And you can show it to your friends in the pub and family. There's no secrecy. That change has really meant people will go that extra mile, to see that comment on YouTube to say this is really awesome.
Do you have a favorite class of ship in the game that you like to play with?
I personally have always liked the Cobra. Mainly because it dates all the way back to the original Elite, and it's such a wonderful ship. I love the look of the Imperial Clipper as well. So I'm torn, but I think the Cobra.
So talk about, you mentioned there's not necessarily a class system in the game, but you can do different jobs. You can be a runner, you could be a bounty hunter. Go into a little detail about that.
Okay, so there are loads of different roles. You can be a miner, which is how you equip your ship with a mining laser, you chip bits off asteroids and scoop them up. You can be a trader, so you make money trading through the various stock markets. But actually what people tend to do is tend to have a portfolio of things they do at a time. So they will take on missions and work as a mercenary maybe. But whilst you're doing that, you might as well use any spare space in your ship with cargo, just to get extra money. For me, I think exploration is probably one of the things that I really like, just heading out into the unknown and trying to be the first to discover a particular planet or system. And you get really well rewarded for discovering, for example, an Earth-like world, because those are quite rare. And the first person who gets it gets more, then the second person gets a bit less. And it's we're trying to make it feel a bit like it would in real life, as in, if you were to discover something, you get paid a lot of money. But actually, someone else coming and validating that discovery is also valuable.